I am Stefan Platteau, and I'm the head of customer strategy and analytics at HelloFresh. We are the ones collecting all the feedback from our customers and trying to put that into a digestible format for all other teams across the business to make sure that their decisions are customer-centric. I think there are a lot of challenges in the meal kit space. I would argue that the biggest challenge now for HelloFresh is in the retention space. We get a lot of feedback from customers across all the touch points in their journey, whether they're signing up to HelloFresh for the first time, whether they are selecting the recipes on the menu, after they have actually cooked and eaten those recipes. And the challenge there then becomes, okay, you have a lot of data, you have all sorts of ratings, but when it comes to text-based feedback, it's a rich data source that we want to understand in depth. And obviously you can't expect someone to read comments from 7 million customers, and that's where Chattermill comes in. Chattermill has created a lot of efficiency in terms of how we work around customer feedback and how quickly we can do so. Without Chattermill, we would probably have to spend a lot of time analyzing the data that we get in, whereas with Chattermill, the week after recipes go out, for example, our customers give us our feedback that automatically gets classified. That data automatically goes to all of the culinary teams across markets, who then have a session every week sitting all together to understand what did our customers say for each of our recipes. It's almost like a live feedback channel that they can then use to make really important decisions, because ultimately that's the main product that you're serving to customers, right? We've made a lot of changes over the past few years in the HelloFresh business to address our customer needs. Those changes have created all sorts of new revenue streams. We've created new brands. We've added a lot of new options to our product offering. And a lot of those changes have come off the back of customer feedback to a certain extent. We've used our feedback channels to understand what they need and try to use those as opportunities. And Chattermill has played a big role in that. To give a couple of examples, we used to see quite a lot in multiple feedback channels that our vegetarian offering was maybe not fit for purpose. And over time, we have expanded our menu, particularly in the vegetarian space. So for example, we launched Green Chef a few years ago that tries to be more targeted towards those more specific diets that perhaps aren't covered entirely by HelloFresh. We originally launched Green Chef in the United States, and over time we have started expanding that more and more across countries. And to give one final example, we have expanded our menu a lot over time, and yet variety still comes up as a topic within our customer feedback. For most of our markets, we have gone from having around 10 to 20 recipes on a weekly basis to 40 or 50 recipes on a weekly basis. We also have added a lot of new concepts within that. If you look on our menu, we have our surcharge recipes. For a small added charge, you can get an even more special meal. We've also added what is known as HelloFresh Market, which allows you to purchase products kind of outside of your within your subscription, but kind of as an add-on. We do see that a lot of customers are opting in to get some of these add-ons, which is increasing the basket value for a lot of customers. If we didn't use Chattermill, I think we would have a far more difficult time understanding our customers. The issue is, if we don't have text feedback, it would be impossible for us to look into that without some kind of processing software like Chattermill. And that would leave the culinary team without any option, without a good understanding of what is going wrong or what is going right with the recipes that we're sending. And if you don't have that, then you can't make the product better. I think one of the main reasons why HelloFresh has been as successful as it is nowadays is that we have tried to maintain customer centricity as one of our core values. Arguably, the best way to understand your customers and stay customer centric is to talk to them, right? And to understand how are they experiencing your product. And one of the big tools that we've used to do that has been Chattermill. I would expect that as soon as we started using Chattermill, we were able to better understand what customers thought about our products and better analyze our feedback channels. So quite quickly we would have been able to make changes that paid off whatever investment we made into Chattermill. It's difficult to say how how many times over it has been paid back over the years, but given the growth of HelloFresh since 2015, it's safe to say that it has been many times over. I think if you are collecting feedback from customers and the volume of that feedback is quite high, Chattermill is a fantastic way to really understand that feedback in depth without having to dedicate a lot of resource to it.